I watched High Potential, and this is what I thought. So, if you've never heard of High Potential, here is a little bit about what it's about. So, High Potential is a TV show that follows Morgan, who is a single mom of 3 kids. She is also the cleaning lady at the police department. So, one day while she's cleaning at night, she messes with their investigation board because something doesn't look right. Turns out that Morgan is very smart and has a mind that is different than the average person. So when the police realize their board has been changed, they go looking around to see who did it, and that leads them to Morgan. So Morgan explains that she changed it because they had it wrong, and she simply just fixed it. Once she tells them how and why she changed it and how her brain works, the lieutenant of the police department sees how smart and special Morgan is, and she decides that she wants her as their consultant on cases. But not everyone is happy that Morgan is helping them out. Okay, so that is a little bit about the show. Now let's get into spoiler territory. So High Potential is basically about a single mom named Morgan joining the team at the police department as their consultant. So one of my favorite parts about this show is the cast of this police department team. So there is Karadec, the lieutenant, Oz, and Daphne. So our lieutenant's name is Selena, and she is the head of this team. And then kind of next and like under her is Karadec, and he mostly works with Morgan now, and he is not happy about that, about her being on the team at all. He doesn't really like her. And then we have Oz and Daphne, and they are kind of under Karadec, and they're like the last 2 detectives on the team. And usually they are teamed up together. And so with this group of people, I really do like the personalities of everyone in this team. They work well together. It's a good mix, and it makes for an enjoyable show. So let's talk about Morgan and Karadec. I am interested to see how the show will develop their relationship. So they started as definitely enemies. They did not like each other, but now towards the end of the season, in season 1, they're more friends. They're trusting each other more. Karadec doesn't see her as super annoying, just sometimes a nuisance, but he does see her as a friend now. So I'm interested to see if they will keep them as friends or end up making them more than friends. As of right now, I could really see them going either way, like being friends, maybe having a little bit of sexual tension here and there, but never passing that line, or I can see them pushing them to being more than friends. And I'm really okay, at least right now, with either way they decide to go, because I wouldn't mind them as a couple. I think they'd be really good together, but I wouldn't mind them staying friends either. I really like the friendship and the trust that they have built with each other. But this is only season 1, so we will see what season 2 will bring and how the show will treat their characters and what will happen. Because sometimes as shows go on, I tend to want characters to be together more, or I could be the opposite. I could be like, no, I just want them to stay friends. I don't want them going there at all. So we'll see what happens in season 2. But as of right now, I really like both of their characters, and I could be swayed either way. So in this show, every episode is a different crime that they are solving. And while in every episode it's different, there is one in particular mystery that is happening throughout the entire season, and that is what happened to her daughter's father, Roman. One day he left to grab diapers and he never came back. And Morgan has this gut feeling that something bad happened to him, but she never got answers, never could figure out what actually happened. So in exchange for working with the police department, Morgan asks if the lieutenant can look into Roman's disappearance some more, because she does feel like this was not just a simple someone ran off. She really does think something happened to him. So I do like when there are different crimes every season, but the show does intertwine some bigger theme throughout the entire season. It keeps me coming back for more. Even though each episode is different, there is something that's woven and tying together each episode with this particular mystery, folding back layer after layer, seeing what actually happened, what new information we're getting about this case about Roman. So I am thoroughly enjoying this show, but the last episode of the season, y'all, so good. So in the last episode, the team is dealing kind of with this person that likes to play games. So he has kidnapped a couple people, did some crimes, but he keeps leaving like games as clues and to figure out what's next or where these people are to save them, they have to play these games, solve puzzles, things like that. So Morgan ends up being really good at this and is one of the people that helps solve most of the clues that they are given. So at the end of the episode, he realizes Morgan is the one who's kind of like the big smart person, just like he is very intelligent with playing these games. And he decides, instead of playing with all of the police department, he decides to play directly with Morgan. And he does that by leaving a game in her groceries while she's with her kids. Talk about creepy. So now this man knows who she is, knows her kids, kind of just sends a chill through Morgan because this is not what she wanted. And also, once that is happening, we also find out that her daughter's father, who is Roman, they found him and he is alive. And that is how we're ending the season for season 1 of High Potential. And I was like, no, I need to know immediately. I need to know more. I need to see what happens with this guy giving her clues. I need to know what happens with her daughter's father, Roman. I can't just end the season off like this. The show ended on a cliffhanger and they did a good job because I want more. So after watching this first season of High Potential, I would give it 4 stars. I really liked this show. It was so good. I was waiting every week for a new episode to come out. So every week on Hulu, I would go and immediately watch when a new episode came out because I was just enjoying this so much. It was, a crime drama, but I did like the comedy and I did like how the cast interacted with each other. It was just a good show and I can't wait for season 2. So if you have seen High Potential and you liked it, I'm going to actually recommend 2 other shows that you also might like. So the first one is Psych. So Psych is more of a comedy than High Potential, but if you like the aspect of a consultant kind of helping the police solve crimes, then I would check out Psych. And there also is a funny dynamic between the characters, and there is someone who doesn't like the sidekick, who doesn't trust him, doesn't want him to be a part of a consultant with the police force, but is there anyway helping them. So I would definitely check out Psych. The other show I would recommend is Will Trent. That is another show that is currently on air, and it is a police crime drama as well. So I would recommend that one. So if you like the more seriousness but a good ensemble cast with great chemistry, I would recommend Will Trent. I think that's a great show. So those would be my 2 recommendations for this show that I think you might like if you have been enjoying High Potential. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have seen High Potential, what did you guys think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What are your predictions for season 2? If you want more TV content, feel free to check out my website. I will link that down below. You can also follow me on all my socials at @ATS_MGO on all platforms. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, all the things for this video if you liked it. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, week, month, and hopefully a good rest of your year. And until next time, bye.